Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, like a rhythm. You ate chocolate, didn't you?
I did.
Why don't you bring me a piece?
No, I was making those chocolate turtles and I didn't finish it, so it's just sitting open in the
And
microwave.
you didn't bring me a piece.
Hello.
Hello.
There's a lot going on our social media lately, and we figured that they're all kind of like stories that are pieced all over the place, so we thought it'd be a good idea to make a little bit of a longer sit down formal video explaining kind of who we are, I'm Danielle, by the way. Yeah, I'm Danielle. Dan and Sam. Basically, we bought a 100-acre property together as a family unit, and we shared that on social media, and we're sharing bits of that story, but there's nothing really of us talking about it in a long format, explaining how we live together as a family unit and how we live together as sisters, and then what's going on in the property in general. So we're gonna do 2 separate vlog videos. This one we're gonna talk about our day-to-day,
Our
relationship.
how we support each other, because it does take a village. And as Danielle said, we moved to a 100-acre property. Prior to that, we were both living in the city, living very separate lives. We were still only 10 minutes apart, but we saw each other like, I don't know.
You had to schedule it.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah, we didn't like that. We
No.
didn't. So now our lives are very different. So we want to share that with you and then help you understand how that works for us day to day between our own families, but then a greater family that is this property.
Yeah, and a big factor for us doing this move in the first place was I was renting at the time, and then we were both kind of in that phase in our life where we're ready to start families. So we made that decision together on kind of what does that look like for us in the future, and should we raise our babies at the same time and have our babies at the same time, which we did.
Yeah.
So we both have 2-year-olds and a few month-olds, and we're both expecting our second round. Yeah, so we'll dive into what we've been up to this past month specifically, and then we'll go into the property. Okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's good. If you want to know more about our motivation and kind of like our story into getting here and getting this property in the first place, just drop us a comment below and let us know some specifics, because I feel like we have so much going on all the time. We're just trying to backtrack to just this past month and kind of take you along as we go in the things we've been up to.
Yeah, and I think you'll understand that and discover that a little bit more in our property update video too. So you'll kind of see how everything intertwines with each other, different dynamics we played, and what our goals are, what we're trying to do, and why we did it in the first place.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so this month kicked off with a really fun trip Sam and I did together to celebrate and surprise one of our best friends' birthday. We had a small group of us and really close girlfriends we've been connected in our lives with since we were like in our teens and early teens. So it was so fun to kind of just go, a small group of us, fly down. We had a lot of fun at the airport. We filmed most of our footage at the airport because it was a very, very quick, short trip. But the whole goal was to surprise her for her birthday, and that was definitely a success.
We are so lucky, to have each other, but have such a great group of friends that fuel us and fill our cups as well. So living up north, it's a little bit more secluded and quiet for us sometimes. So especially in the winter and the spring and the fall, minus the summer, it gets pretty quiet here. So we really like to find opportunities to get out of the house, get our kids as active as possible, and do a whole bunch of different things. So in the beginning of June, the kids just finished an 8-week program for gymnastics. It was so fun. They learned basic motor skills, climbing, balancing. They learned their somersaults. Like, it was a lot of fun to watch. Danielle's son Wilder was a star. My daughter Willow, I think
She's independent. She doesn't want to be told what to do, okay? So don't tell her what to do.
Yeah. Did she want to follow anybody? No. She wanted to go do her own thing.
But she's a leader, so.
Yeah, she is. We also took them to swimming, and they finished their program in the beginning of June as well. And they do basic stuff like blowing bubbles and going underwater, which is just
Jumping.
so cute.
Yeah.
And jumping off the edge. But we live like, I don't know, 100 to 400 meters from the lake, so they're around water all the time, and it's so important for us to make sure that they're safe and confident in the water.
Yeah.
And they definitely are, because they love it.
without even, honestly, when we bought this property, we didn't even realize how amazing this beach was that we have like right down the road walking distance, because it's a shallow walkout beach too, which is really great, and it's nice and clean, and there's tons of kids there in the summer, and it's just, we just got very lucky with the location, and they love the water.
They do, and as they get older, they're just gonna get even better at it.
Okay, something else that we did, this is probably very early June still too, and it's something that we actually surprisingly like don't really do or haven't really done in the past, but our mom treated us to this amazing spa retreat weekend. So this was probably like the second weekend in a row that the guys have taken care of the kids for us. I would say it's kind of like a baby moon before the second babies come, and just like a daughter-mother bonding weekend retreat center. So Sam was the one who found this spa, and it's like, it's not like a typical spa where...
No, it's a retreat. So you're going to have like, if you wanted to take it as serious as like detoxing yourself from like sugars and your phone and all of these things and shutting off, there's a retreat. So I had told my mom, I found this really cool thing. Do you think you want to do it? She's like, yeah, sounds great. Because it does have a spa element. You know, you can get your spa services, but you're also getting retreat services. So
yeah, you can choose your retreat services. Like they also offer like yoga and meditation and sound healing and nature walks, and there's like tarot card readings. So it is a little bit more on the holistic side. But I mean, Mom wanted to go to like a silent retreat.
I know, I don't know how she
would have never worked.
No.
It was actually so fun because it reminds you to put yourself first in something that you lose easily as a new mother and just as a mom and a woman in general. But it just kind of refilled our cups, and we did this amazing sister-mother bonding ceremony where we were trees and Sam was a weeping willow.
We all cried.
We all cried. It was so
really
beautiful.
nice.
It was so beautiful. And it like intertwined our babies together, and it's just a beautiful family moment.
Yeah, it was a really nice moment.
It was a very, memorable weekend.
Yeah.
I loved it. Had food included, all these great things. We recommended we go again instantly. I'd love to go again.
I know. I think we should.
But yeah, I think the self-care was a huge factor and kind of just like reminder for us just how essential that is for us to be able to show up for ourselves, for our families, for our kids, for each other.
Yeah.
And it's something easy to put off.
So one of the other activities we did, and because it's June and we are in Ontario, and Ontario has incredible strawberries, we went strawberry picking a little further north from us as well. We took the kids along and they picked strawberries. Duh. The kids ate more probably than they picked.
Well, that's the point.
Don't make strawberry muffins.
No. I spent $90 on strawberries, basically.
Worth it.
It was worth every penny.
Our goal, which you'll find out a lot more about in our other video, is just to become a lot more sustainable and figure out ways how we can live off the land and just have a bit more simpler living, like kind of going back to the old ways, if you will. So we actually went to go visit a new friend of ours who has a hobby farm and they have a ton of animals. So we went to go pick his brain and see how this could be possible for us, if this is a route we want to take, and we brought the kids too, which is great because they got to play with animals.
They have goats, chickens, turkeys, sheep,
Pigs.
Horses, bunnies.
Horses.
Horses. We come from the city.
Yeah, we know nothing.
This is a big learning curve going from the city to the farm life. Like, we basically have goals to be more sustainable. I mean, we're a little bit sustainable because we both have bamboo toothbrushes, winning. We're trying to learn how to live more with the land and understand the land rather than just taking from it and just being so dependent on like a system. So we have to learn a lot, which is something normally you would learn generationally. And that gets lost along the way. So we would love our kids to be knowledgeable in just like life in general and how to grow their food, how to raise animals, how to live and survive in nature, which I think we need to learn too. So we're learning.
Yep.
And that's why we're kind of documenting our journey and deciding to create these vlogs and doing videos and social media, because you can learn with us or watch us learn.
Yeah, and I mean, it was so cool to see.
Now we're in the middle of June, and one of the memorable things we did basically was go visit one of our lifelong friends. And well, we actually grew up with her kids and family, and since we were babies, so we like to keep in touch with them since now we're living and moved apart. Basically, she's this incredible fitness instructor. She's certified keto nutritionist, and she has an incredible page which we'll link up here or down here, wherever it is. We have to figure it out. Decided to do a couple videos with her on pregnancy and staying fit and kind of helping before labor, postpartum, and just staying connected.
Yeah. With Janet, we did a lot of exercises, including upper body and postural exercises to help us when baby arrives, but also even right now, because when you have a lot of weight in the front, you just slouched.
I need to get some weight in the back so we get some glutes. Yeah, that's true, we did. Glutes. Anyway, we did exercises with her.
Yeah.
Because she's an amazing fitness instructor and she's just got crazy cool videos and so much knowledge. Definitely check her out. And we'll share those videos on our TikTok.
Yeah,
and
you'll see those in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other things that we aren't really like sharing, but we'll kind of just quickly skim over and talk about how we support each other and how we make this family communal property work, and spend our days and kind of lean on each other as sisters, and like this village that we're trying to create is by helping each other watch each other's kids, certain chunks like a morning block or an afternoon block, so the other one can get whatever they want to do done, any errands or just resting or relaxing. Really leaning on each other, and
we make meals together. We do some meal prepping. Not so much now, but like we used to even do dinner nights. So like Danielle and Gabe would make dinner one night for us, and then vice versa. So I think we'll continue and get back into that when we're ready.
And then we also just try to think of like other little activities and ways that kids can spend time together, like setting up a bouncy house or doing a mud kitchen or going for a walk or going down to the beach or going to visit our sister-in-law who happens to live down the street as well with her daughter, and just keep the kids kind of together and engaged. And it's good for us too, and it's really nice going through the same things at the same time. So that's also why we wanted to document this journey, was just to kind of share our perspective and just how our relationship is and how we form and nurture that and what we do. Basically, to sum up this video, moving forward, we're going to share a lot more about the things that we're doing and how we just live life in general. And if you want to see more about the property specifically, like kind of the projects we're working and the goals that we have and all the things going on at once here, you can check out our other vlog video. And we're going to try to stay consistent and release these every single month, sort of longer form content, so you can see a little bit more in depth exactly what's going on and how we're living this, because we get a lot of questions like, how does this work? How do you split up the responsibilities?
Yeah.
A lot of technicalities.
Yeah, and if you have questions for us, leave them in the comments below. Please subscribe and share and like us and do all those things that
Please like us.
we'll be happy to answer those in our upcoming videos.
Bye.